Hi everyone, I'm Charlene from So Dressmaking, and today I have a really special video. So yesterday, 27th of January, I celebrated my first business birthday. So it has been 1 year now since I released the Emily dress and top, and I can't believe it. It has been the most amazing year. I have had so much fun releasing patterns and selling them and seeing you all making things out of my patterns. It's just been the most amazing feeling. I will never be able to thank everyone enough who has bought my patterns, who's made my patterns, who's shared a post, just supported me along the way. I'm forever grateful to everyone. So yeah, this video is just a sort of a wee quick recap on what I released last year. And then there's also a discount code. So there's going to be a sale on from now until Sunday evening, or midnight on Sunday, 1st of February, and it is 40% off all patterns with the code first birthday, so 1ST birthday. birthday. So I'll put the code in the comments and I'll know you picture there as well. So yeah, it still feels surreal. It still feels strange when I see people wearing my patterns, especially when I see them in person. It just blows my mind. So it does. And yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm very lucky that I teach sewing classes and I do get to see my students, making the patterns and wearing them, and seeing the confidence that it gives a lot of them wearing something that I've designed it just can't be compared. So yeah, it's been so amazing doing this. So yeah, started off with the Emily dress and top, which is my best seller. I have sold at least twice as many Emily's as I have all of my other patterns put together. It is just I don't I don't know what the reason is. Well, obviously I have a very soft spot for it. I love all the options. I love the sleeves. I think possibly the lined puff sleeve is just so nice. And it is that sort of beginner friendly entry level pattern, which is probably why. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just guessing really. But yeah, I'm blown away by the amount of them that I've sold. I yeah, so it has three different necklines for anyone who doesn't know. Three different necklines, three different sleeves. The option to add ruffles to the bodice, so two different bodice options, and then either a skirt or a peplum can be added to it, and the skirt could be in different lengths. So I think if you include like the mini, the midi, and the maxi length and the peplum, there's like 72 options. I think I've listed as 36, but there's actually a lot more than that with it. So yeah, I think it's one of those ones too, once you make one and the fit is right, you have so many options with it that you can make, 10 different tops or dresses and they're all going to look completely different, but with that one pattern. So I think that's a really big, it's something that I always wanted to do with my patterns. Then I had to release the Charlie jacket next. My kids are called Charlie and Emily, so when he seen the Emily coming out, he was asking when his pattern would be coming out too. So the Charlie jacket is it's sort of based off the Cezanne wool jacket, which I'd always really liked. It's quite a loose shape, it's boxy, it has really nice angled pockets, which are amazing if you have kids or if you're traveling. I highly recommend them. I can get a paperback and a bottle of water and my phone and my AirPods and my travel documents all into these pockets. And there's a smaller pocket inside as well, so like for your sort of valuables or the things you don't want to fall out. So yeah, the pockets are amazing, and there's some really nice details. There's an extra wide front placket so that you can do more top stitching on it. A really nice, the collar is the one thing I would say people would find the hardest, but it has a really lovely shape. Like, it really hugs your neck. It's so nice. And yeah, a really nice hemband on it too. So yeah, lots of wee different details in it. Two-piece sleeve, so it's kind of like that sort of chore jacket, casual shacket sort of thing, but a wee bit elevated, so it's not just basic sort of, the shoulders aren't too dropped on it either, so it's quite nice to have that slightly more fitted silhouette but in a looser style, so I can still fit like my big fleeces and stuff on underneath it, which is exactly what I was wanting, and it still looks good then in without, with a dress or whatever underneath it too. So yeah, that was next. Then it was Ophelia, which was the Ophelia dress, and which can be made as a top as well. So this was the first pattern I ever drafted myself, for myself, and sort of played about with different options with the different sleeves and different skirts. For Belfast Frocktails, I did the keyhole open back on it, which everybody loved. So it's a more fitted design, so it was one that I was sort of gradually working towards doing. And yeah, it has some really lovely details. So we have the keyhole back, and then I also added the keyhole sleeve, two different necklines, two sleeves, three sleeves, the two different backs and two different skirts. Plus, you can take the Emily puff sleeve and add it on with the Ophelia sleeve so that you can have that puff sleeve as well. And yeah, it's very elegant. It is very, very pretty. So it was named after my niece, Ophelia, who always has a bow in her hair or bows on her clothes or just bows everywhere. And because of all the wee bow details on it, I thought it was a perfect one for her. And yeah, really, really love that dress. It's so pretty, and I do have plans for a few more at the moment. Then there was the Presley shirt, which I am wearing at the minute. I love this one. I think this is up there with like one of my top garments I've made. The panel was from Rainbow Fabrics at the Knit and Stitch show, and I had it made in a couple of days. Absolutely love it. So Presley is very similar in shape to the Emily. They're based off the same block, which means it has this slightly more fitted area around the shoulder, but it's quite a loose fit then from the sort of here, chest down, which means you have that sort of freedom and that comfort, but I've added options. So with Emily, you can add waist ties to nip it in a wee bit. With Presley, there is the option to do the sort of lace up detail at the side here, or you can add a tie at the back as well. So you've got that kind of loose feel, but you can still make it feel a little bit more fitted. So with this one, there was, try and remember it all, 3 different collar options. So this is the regular collar. There's also the dagger collar, and then you can do it like a mandarin collar, grandad collar without the actual collar, just use the collar stand. There is the option for the tie front, the tie back, or you can just have it plain, and then you can go cropped hip length or dress length, and then it's just the sleeve, the regular shirt sleeve or a short sleeve. But because it's very similar to Emily, you can actually mix and match both patterns really well. So I have still got plans to do, I want to do like the cropped version of this, but with the Emily skirt on the bottom. I have added one, I've made one a cropped length with the puff sleeves. I think it'd be really lovely to add the bishop sleeve onto this as well. It'd be really nice. Or taking elements of this, so if you want to make Emily, more of a shirt style, you can use the shirt piece, the bodice piece for this, and then change the sleeve as well. So you've got that option to mix and match there, which I think is really fun, and really important, I think, with all my patterns. And then the last one I released last year was the Jen jumpsuit, and I haven't actually had a chance to speak about this one yet because I released it on Christmas Eve, which was a little bit mental, I know, but I tend to get very anxious in the run up to releasing a pattern, and I just need to hit send. I just need to go live, and the thought of having it sort of, I don't want to say hanging over me, but thinking about it over Christmas, it was just, I couldn't do it. So I worked so hard, far too many hours, and got it out on Christmas Eve. And I think it was a nice time to release it because people did obviously have time then over Christmas anyway to make things. So kind of worked out well. So this one is named after and designed by my friend Jen Legg, and the Jumpsuit Queen. So she has helped me so much with all my patterns, and I wanted to do something for her, so she asked would I, name a jumpsuit after her, which was a very easy yes. So she designed it, so it has a sort of thickish strap, and then like a princess seam bodice, so the strap comes down, and then the back has the same seam, but there's a sheared panel, or you can do elastic channels as well across the back, so you've got loads of comfort. Even though it's a fitted bodice, it's very, very comfortable, and it's very similar to the shape of the Ophelia as well. And then it has like quite a loose trouser, which you can either have loose at the bottom, or you can gather it into a cuff and even add a wee bow if you wanted. So a jumpsuit was never something that I would have designed myself, I think, but I absolutely love it so much. And because it's sort of comes from the same block as Ophelia, you can mix and match those patterns too. So if you want to do the Jen but with a sleeve, there is an add-on pack to use the Ophelia sleeves with it, or you can get both and do like the top from the Jen and the skirt from Ophelia, or you can do the top of Ophelia and add it to the trousers of the Jen. So there's ways to sort of play about there, which is really fun, and again gives you a lot more options for the patterns. And yeah, that was it. 5 patterns. I had it sort of kind of in my head that I would do 6 last year, so I am extremely happy I managed to get 5. I think when I told people I was planning for 6, they thought I was a wee bit mental, but yeah, so I think 5 was sort of good compromise, if you would call it that. But yeah, I'm so happy with what I achieved last year with it. It was just, yeah, it was a lot of work. It was a massive learning curve, and I would say I'm still learning bits from it. I do still think it's going to take a lot less time than it actually does, and I'm slowly getting my head around that. But yeah, I've absolutely loved doing it. So at the moment I am working on, so at the minute it goes up to a size L, which is, I'm just going to get it out so I don't get it wrong, approximately 56-inch hip, I think, but we will just make sure. So at the minute I am working on, where am I? Here we go. I am working on expanding my sizes, so it will be, so at the moment it is going up to, they go up to a 56-inch hip, and with the D cup it's about a 56-inch bust as well, 52-inch upper bust. So then you've got your B and your D cup. So what I'm working on at the minute is expanding that, so adding on another 2 sizes, which will take me up to a 60-inch hip and 163 centimeters on the hip as well. No, 153 centimeters on the hip. So I'm well over half the way there with Emily, which has the most pieces. So I knew it was going to take me the longest, and because it was my first pattern, there's a lot of wee things that I'm just going back and tweaking and changing. So I think after that I sort of fell into a more of a regular sort of rhythm with the instructions and the pattern pieces, like even naming them and numbering them. So I'm just going back and tweaking all of that now. So I am hoping to have Emily finished and hopefully Charlie done by the end of this week, and then I'll be working on the other 3 the first 2 weeks of February, hopefully. So that is my plan at the moment, and it's something that a few people had mentioned to me just about getting those 2 exercises in, and because I do all the grading myself, it's actually quite easy to just, not easy, but it doesn't take much for me to add them on. So that is my plans at the moment, to get those added on and then start working on my next patterns for this year. So I'm hoping I will get stuck into them in February and get a really good run at them and get some released soon. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone again for all your support over the last year. It's just been amazing. I have so much planned for this year, so many patterns, so many tutorials and different content, and I'm really hoping I'm going to get around to it all. So yeah, the discount code is live until midnight on Sunday, the 1st of February, and it is 40% off all patterns. So even if you do fall out of my current size range, but you're going to be within the new one, then if you buy the patterns now, you will still get the updated version. So they'll just be sent out to everyone once they're done. So it could be worth buying them now with this discount, because this is the biggest discount I've had, and I probably won't do it, maybe do it again next year for my second birthday. But it is definitely one of the biggest ones that I'll ever do. So it's worth stocking up now if you have your eye on any of the patterns. And yeah, I hope you all survived Storm Chandra yesterday. It was not fun. I would have had this video recorded yesterday, but it was so dark and dull and just grim that I had no motivation for it at all. And the kids were at home, they weren't at school, so it was just a bit mental in this house. So yes, I hope you're all having a lovely day and have stayed safe and dry in this weather, getting lots of sewing time in, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye.